Welcome to Sludgewells, ladies. My name is Alex and this is the third part of the Space Wolves blog. And today we will build and paint the next one called Njal Stormcaller. Whoa. As you already know, talk is cheap, so let's get right into it.
Stained black, ink and glue, a sorcerer's grip. Thornbringer rising piece by piece from the crypt. Blade sharp enough to slice the silence in the mist. Each stroke to liberate like a death god's fist. Cloak draped heavy, shadows fold in the seas. Eyes hollow, sockets burning like infernal dreams. Detail etched fine, chaos screams in the grave. Njal Stormbringer, bringer of ice and pain. Build him up, brick by bone. Forge his wrath, steel and stone. Stormbringer calls, flesh turns to ash. In his wake, nothing lasts. Carving his story in the cracks of the base. Singles etched deep, a warlock's trace. Storm cloud fury locked tight in his grasp. Miniature god with a titanic task. Lightning crackles from the brush in my hand. Thunderous intent, molded by man. Each fragment placed, each corner aligned. Building a titan, a master of time. Storm rides in my veins, I'm the conduit, breath of the blizzard. I summon Njal, my creation, deathbound king. Feel the frost as his vengeance sings. Feel the frost as his vengeance
Yeah, and by the way, if you like my stuff and want to stay up to date in the future, it would be really nice if you hit the subscribe button down below. Big thanks for your support, ladies, and now let's move on.
Steps crack the frost, thunder in his veins. Stormcaller roams, dragging chains through the plains. Cloak black as void, eyes pierced like blades. The air turns thick, sky shatters in his rage. Hurricane breath, he whispers, sky split. Lightning's a scripture, written in abyss. Frozen tundras tremble, mountains bow their heads. A tempest that walks where the fearless dread. All storms to heavens, the tempest that walks. Thunder in its footsteps, the earth unlocked. Shadows cling tight, they shiver and talk. He's the storm that breathes, the tempest that walks. Wolf's howl fades when his wrath unfurls. Rivers run backward, sea swallow the world. Hammer in his grip, every strike's a curse. Ripping through the fabric of the universe. Eyes burn like coals, his soul's an inferno. Cyclones whirl, breaking laws eternal. Spits on the gods, laughs at their thrones. Stormcaller, chaos carved in stone. Crack the sky, his anthem, a dirge. Rain drowns the earth, floods rise and surge. The stars fall quiet, moons break their arc. He's the void's fury, the eternal spark. The eternal spark. The eternal spark. echoes of their battles etched deep within. A surf guitar rides the cosmic wave, while the bassline pounds like a warrior's grave. Claws like thunder, voices roar. They break the chains, they shatter the core. No mercy given, no quarter found. The wolves hunt loud, death's unbound. Lies like ice, hearts of stone. No one survives. than an iron fist. Face of electric storms his rage. Warbound visions tear the cage. No rival breeds, no foe stands tall. Mind like a tempest, crushing them all. Stormcaller rises, skies split apart. Fear in their hearts, I rip walls apart. The warp is to me, no power can stall. Jaw Stormcaller, I conquer them all. Winds whisper secrets, galaxies scream. Voids cold fury fuels my dream. Clad in the storm, draped in the night. Even death fears when I take flight. Oceans boil, planets crack. My mind's a weapon, no turning back. Claws of the wolf, howl of the gale. Against my fury, all forces fail. Stormcaller rises, skies split apart. Fear in their hearts, I rip worlds apart. The warp is to me, no power can stall. Jaw Stormcaller, I conquer them all. Stormcaller rises. Stormcaller rises. But why are you? Stormcaller rises. Stormcaller rises. Stormcaller rises. Stormcaller rises. Stormcaller teeth-sharp frostbite breath came out the void. Shadows in the nebula, cosmos destroyed. Spine snap, crack in the black like twigs. Howl at the moons, let them know who this is. Iron fur, claws dripping with the crimson. Chill to the marrow, but the fire in us risen. Tundra-born terror, orbits our terrain. Stars in our veins, galaxy's domain. We are the space wolves, came out the cold. Engine bloodlust, hearts black as coal. We are the space wolves, legends retold. How through the ether, devouring souls. We are the space wolves, came out the cold. Engine bloodlust, hearts black as coal. We are the space wolves, legends retold. How through the ether, devouring souls. Bones freeze mid-air, planets turn to ash. Trail of destruction in a meteor crash. Eyes glow blue like a dying star's core. Infinite hunger, always hunting for more. Echoes in the vacuum, screams get erased. Time itself shivers when we take our place. No shepherds here, just a pack in the frost. Came from the void, your empire's lost. Galactic frostbite, venom in the wind. Cosmic annihilation, where do we begin? Galactic frostbite, venom in the wind. Cosmic annihilation, where do we begin? We are the space wolves, came out the cold. Ancient bloodlust, hearts black as coal. We are the space wolves, legends retold. How through the ether, devouring souls. We are the space wolves, came out the cold. Ancient bloodlust, hearts black as coal. We are the space wolves, legends retold. How through the ether, devouring souls. Drums of war, they pound in the abyss. Echoes of slaughter, no escape from this. Shadows creep, red moon on the rise. At Gore's world's peak, see the terror in their eyes. Gore's wild ground, soaked with the cursed. Each step screams, the soil's bloodthirst. Jaw emerge, frost-fanged and grim. Spitting war chants, ice veins run within. Clawed sky split, the bloodthirster descends. Wings of ruin, a storm that bends. He roared chaos, Jaw stood his post. Death answered back as the cold wind froze. In Jaw unleashed, the battle ignites. Tearing through shadows, splitting the night. Bloodthirster crumbles, craven in fright. At the battle of Gore's world, he showed his might. In Jaw unleashed, the battle ignites. Tearing through shadows, splitting the night. Bloodthirster crumbles, craven in fright. At the battle of Gore's world, he showed his might. Blades scream thunder, his axe drank his spare. Runes crack the air, a frostbitten prayer. The bloodthirster lungs talons sharp with wrath. Jail stood grinning, carved a frozen path. Bones turned brittle, the ice kissed deep. Crimson rivers flowed where silence should seep. Dread's heartbeat faltered, the beast knelt low. Jaws might roar louder than the winds could blow. No mercy, no retreat. Blood froze beneath his feet. A god unmade, Jaws decree. Victory carved in.